details, but I do know that Kristen has a cast on her hand, and something happened in the midst of trying to end that. So, Kristen, I just want you to know that everybody here supports you.
Yes, we
and
do.
just as you said, when something happens to one of us, it happens to all of us. So, you know, we're going to be looking to you to tell us what's next about that. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody in here knew that these young people were up to something amazing. And the young lady who just spoke was on the front line, and so was the young man next to her. So, you know, that was great work.
Just an observation. This has been a fantastic opening class. Michael G. Haskins had to leave from WBAI, but he said tomorrow, Sunday at about 1 o'clock, there will be excerpts from this class on WHCR. It's Harlem Community Radio, 90.3 FM. 90.3 FM.
What time?
And at about 1 o'clock. And then on the morning show, which he runs on WBAI, which reaches tens of thousands of people across the New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey area, 99.5, there will be other conversations coming from this classroom. So please listen to yourself, listen to what we have to say. Ask people to tune in, because this is one of our breaks in terms of getting far-reaching media about what we are doing here and what we have done here today. I just want to close by saying, glad to see you, Ms. Holder. Good afternoon. I was about to send out the posse because I knew something was wrong. I was actually worried because I knew you wouldn't miss it, but you can't talk because it's too late. But I want to just say this, especially to the question what was posed here. How do you get people involved? Well, that's what this series is all about. I'm just going to give you some of the topics, and you can pick and choose what you want to come to. I'm going to give you the date. Next week, which is the 20th, is called Solving Our Problems Together. If you organize, then so what? What happens next? And we want to talk about what I call the ALI way, and Kalina articulated it very well. It's the hard work of finding out what the best practice is, comparing notes with what you have here, already going on or not going on, and then beginning to plan an action based on solidarity and coming together. We're going to teach you how to do that if you don't know how to do it already, and we're going to help you put a little more cut in your strut if you're already doing it. That's really what we're talking about in section 2. How do we develop a plan of action, defining the solution, and actually making it work, doing the hard work of organizing, but first finding the information that's out there. I call it the power of information. Using information as a weapon. We need to do more of that. In class 3, which is on 10-11, it's called Facing the Things That Divide Us. We heard some of them in here today. Everybody's aware of it, but how do we face it? People want to know how you deal with it. Well, come on October the 11th and you're going to find it out. I was in church last Sunday and I just started thinking about that, and I wrote all of these things down that divide us. Now that's just one Sunday. Wait till I go to church tomorrow. And if any of you want a biblical reference, check out Matthew 18 and 15 to 20. That's part of your homework for October the 11th. Then on October, thank you, brother. Then on October the 25th, building a parent base. How do you take 5 plus 5 and make it 25? So that's what an organizer does. 5 plus 5 no longer is 10. 5 plus 5 is 25. Because the whole has to be bigger than the sum of its parts. We're going to teach you how to do that, bring in more people, explaining how folks can get together and come out stronger than they were. Class 5, which is going to be on November the 8th, using the media. We've been talking about part of that here today. This is a great overview, a projection of what we're going to talk about. So on the 8th of November, we're going to be talking about emails, Twitters, Facebook, how to get yourself on the big media, like we did here today. It was an art skill in getting WBAI to come over here, Pacifica Radio. How did that happen? That just didn't happen because he was walking down the street and happened to see us in here. Come and find out how you do that. Class 6 on the 22nd of November, community partnership. We've alluded to that today. How do we get together? When you got Group A and I've got Group B, how do we form a coalition connecting to the needs of the students, of the people in the community, and how do we really formulate a partnership that's going to work? Not one in name, but one in deed. And finally, on Class 7, which is on December the 13th, we're going to be talking about the big picture. The big picture. We're going to grow the big picture as we go along, so I'm not going to give you what I think is the big picture right now. We're going to evolve that together so that as a group, we come out of here with some idea of how to go out and explain that to everybody. So is that clear? Does that sound like something you want to be involved in? Please tell your friends. I'm sorry you didn't hear from Ms. Holder. You hear from her. You will hear from her. Next time, I'm sure you will hear from Ms. Holder. Thank you all for coming and see you next week. Thank the panelists. Thank them. Thank them. Thank them.
I have a box of books for her, but I need somebody to come get it. For Sharon.
It's in your car?
No, it's in my class.
Oh.
How are you, Sharon? I still have a bunch of stuff for you. I just need someone to come get it. And they've been giving me hell.
I kind of figured it.
No, they've been giving me hell. But it's okay.
They must connect you in some kind of way.
No, listen, they know who I am.
Yes.
Yeah, even Leon told me yesterday when he came to our convocation, they've been talking about you like a dog. They want to know who's the lady with the camera. Just ask me. I use my name, right, on everything. But just
this is
a whole bunch of crap. It's my personal time. They can't touch that. But I see some things going on since my Dr. Jackson is no longer there. And they're trying to tell me, oh, don't take it personally. But I take everything personally, especially if it's done to me. I'm a person, I'm a human. So there's some things going on. But I am packing up stuff and I have boxes. It's heavy. I'm going to expect my son, and Diva says should bring some stuff over. Are you still over at IYO?
So this is the deal. What we've been doing through our
I have a lot of the
boycott, right?
stuff.
So we have to transition from the boycott in response to what that lady is saying.
Right.
Because that's what we found at the center.
Right.
Parents who just don't have a place for their child.
Right.
How you gonna put people on the wait list in your public school?
Right. We have kids from all over, and they're crowding our classes out.
That's charter.
Right.
Charter has wait list. Public school, this one right here.
Exactly. No. How are you? Our parents now cannot just come in. They have to be escorted. I'm telling you, there's some changes going on. Escorted.
A parent came there. She has a child. Mary P. Thomas kicked the child out.
I just got one from Mary P. Thomas yesterday, who's starting Monday. I might have that kid.
How do you kick a child out for being absent?
You can't.
And then the parent says, well, I don't want my child to go to Shabazz. They told me, well, you don't have a place. She comes to IYO trying to find out the Freedom School, but we're not indefinite, right?
Right.
So she says to Ms. Wallace, when does your program open? She says November. She says, I'll keep her out till November.
What program is that?
That's what's happening to our
And this is in high school.
That's
This is high school. Somebody who needs to graduate.
We're going to lose so many teens in this.
They don't care. They really don't care.
is against the one North plan.
Right.
Parents need to start now suing individually. What attorney who do they go
Who
to?
would they go to?
Who do you see? That feeling. I'm the same way. That's why I'm hoarse. That's why I'm hoarse. I can sick to my stomach when I talk about it. They moved me over to Weekly. The girls' school and the boys' school came over. Last year they said.
Oh, so you get to see Jim Crow now, like Harvard sees.
But I was at Spencer.
So you
and
already know.
I know
You already know. You
and
already
I know what it did to those kids.
Yeah,
When they moved
yeah,
them up and they
yeah.
moved them out and put them downstairs in the basement.
Listen.
At Spencer. But anyway, now I'm seeing it
No
again
worse.
at Weekly. Last year,
They,
the whole building is ratted.
now that floor.
So last year, you're a teacher in this room on the 4th floor.
Right.
This year, that same room on the
Taj
4th
Mahal.
floor.
Taj Mahal.
What the shit is that?
I'm setting up my classroom. I come in the Thursday before school opens, the week before. My stuff, everybody's stuff is in their room. All my stuff is in the hallway. I said, okay, I'll go home. I come back Friday. They said it'll be in the classroom. Don't move anything. We'll move it. Still in the hallway. I said, okay, maybe this weekend. Oh, definitely. I come back Monday. It's not in the hallway. It's in the stairwell, not in my classroom. Mind you, every other classroom has all other furnishing in there. I come in Tuesday. It's there. I start. They put me 3 days behind. 3 days behind. Then after I set everything, I start setting everything up. They can't find the key, so I can't lock the door. So I got called in, and I told her, "What are you reprimanding me now? Because I didn't have a key to lock the door. God forbid there's a lockdown." That's why I said, God forbid somebody come in here with an AK-47. I can't protect my scholars or myself. They're telling us to go over the lockdown procedures. So when I go over the lockdown procedures, I go over them with my students, and I said, but, teachers immediately lock the door. I can't do that. I don't have a key. Perhaps you want to let your parents know. One parent comes in, goes the hell off. I don't feel my child safe, blah, 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 which is exactly what I wanted.
That's right.
Because there is more than one way to skin a cat. My mother always told me that. And now, all of a sudden, you call me in to your office, and you're saying, well, maybe we'll have to move your classroom. I beg your pardon. I am not taking everything down and resetting another classroom.
Because you don't have a
I'm not. God damn it, move a door. Take a door off of a classroom and put it on this one before I move out. I said, do I need to? She's already put in requisitions, blah, 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 right? I said, do I need to speak about this at a meeting? Then all of a sudden, let me check this closet. She goes in the closet, pulls the key out. Let's try this one.
Do it all the time.
Let's try this. That's what I'm saying, they mess with me. So I'm like, great. We go upstairs, it works. I will take it to Home Depot. I made 2 copies of the keys, which they're not going to get back at the end of the year because I paid for them. And then I brought her original key back. They playing games. The vice principal, Mr. Brahman, Brahma, he's from another school. I don't know which one. I said, well, can you stop just telling me stuff, and put it in an email or send it in staff notes? Oh no, email's very dangerous. Do you know they had us teachers, and I just had to get a shot of cortisone in my to go back to work because I've triggered them. And just now, it locked up on me. It seizes up on me every now and then, these 2 fingers. So they made all the teachers come down, and I have film and I have pictures, and move all of our boxes and boxes and boxes of materials to our room. Get our carts, come down to the auditorium, everybody. It was like helter-skelter in there, right? And I'm like, well, I can't do this. Normally, I just do whatever it is, even move my own furniture in the classroom when it's not there. But I couldn't because my hand has been acting up. So he says, well, do you have slaves? Huh? The VP, do you have slaves?
What is slave? I mean, like,
We're not talking about the
So one of the other teachers, one of my grade level teachers says, Miss Farrow, I'll get it for you. She puts the boxes on my car. We have it piled high. I can't really see over it. Oh, well, maybe you should take some of those boxes down. I said, but like you said, I don't have slaves, right? I told the principal. She said she would talk to him, have him apologize, right? So, and I told him, we came to my classroom one day, and I told him, he was only in there 3 minutes, talking about this is your short. I said, well, perhaps you don't know what a short is, because a short is 20 minutes, or no less than 20 minutes. You weren't here 3 minutes, so I don't know what this is, but anyway, he starts talking about, I'm not out to get you. I don't know, I don't care, whatever you're doing. I said, let me tell you, I am not afraid, whether you're out to get me or not, right? I'm not afraid. If you come for me, I'm gonna come for you, and that's just it. Because, like she said, they gonna take your job anyway, but you ain't gonna get it without knowing I was there, right? So I told him, listen, all this stuff I'm sending to my union because I want to know what I'm supposed to do, what I'm not supposed to do, because you guys are asking me to do manual labor when I am under contract to teach, right? Oh, well, you shouldn't have sent your union an email. That's petty. That's when I went out of my room. I said, listen, I need to talk to you because we're not getting off to a good start. And what's going on with my body physically is not petty. My health is not petty. I don't even believe you said that to me. And I told the principal, let her deal with it, blah, blah, blah. But I do think they're bothering me. The vice principal said emails are dangerous. Do you have a slave? And emailing the union is petty. And then the principal says, well, we're not against you. I'm not against you either. But it does kind of seem like y'all are trying to mess with me. But you better ask somebody.
But why they keep doing it? Because they are.
Like, I'm not stupid, but I don't care. Like I said, I'm not afraid. I'm not. Because if you're going to come for me, you're going to come for me. God has always been good to me, and he will continue to be good, right? Yes, that's right.
How you doing? I've been under the weather.
Malcolm put me on blast when I walked in the door. What's up, man? Malcolm, leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Good.
I said my loud crowd with a concourse was loud to another. You said
Yeah, they trying to.
And so the boycott is fine, but the boycott was meant to help the parents.
Right.
So we need to change our focus and make sure that we're helping the parent, even though the boycott is good. They need help because they don't have room for their babies to go out.
This is what I'm saying. It's time for individual lawsuits now to go after the state of New Jersey. And that's because now you got to really.
Because if you like, and then Leon says to me, like I said, he's like, oh, they're talking about you like a dog.
I haven't heard you say much about it.
Who's camera lady?
How do we get that?
Yeah, first of all, how unprofessional is that? You don't say that.
Not scared.
Right? But he does stuff like that.
Yeah, it does. It's very confusing for the community too.
Right.
It adds that.
And then he's on our side. I can't. I think you're playing both sides.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think you're playing both sides to make sure you land on your feet.
Right.
Wow.
He's doing this.
I'm
But that's for me to talk to this lady.
Right. So I don't know.
So Frida, I'm going to talk to the lady who has the baby that's not in school.
Okay.
Oscar James came over to me, and he said to me, that Senator Cory Booker wanted to be, but he's in Washington. Now, this is what he told me now, and he said that he would like a copy of like this presentation if possible.
Whose presentation?
This is the one that we just did today, but I don't think we should give them that copy of that.
Oscar James?
Yeah.
Junior?
Yeah.
Or senior?
Junior. Because he said he wanted it because the senator was doing it. I don't know.
I don't like the senator. Oscar James, actually, his family, they're from Guyana. My husband's family. They all part of the Guyanese Cultural Association. So, like, I don't know them, but I've been to, like, the affairs for years because they know my husband's family.
Right.
So I don't have anything against him or that. I cannot stand Cory Booker.
Right. Okay.
The way he did the city. I don't know him personally either, but I never liked him from the door, and I never drank the Kool-Aid.
Right. I understand.
I just had a bad vibe with him from the beginning.
No, I agree.
But I'm gonna, you know what I always do? I always put it up on Facebook and on YouTube.
Okay.
Like the longer ones that are more than 10 minutes, I have to put on YouTube.
Right.
And they're for the public.
Okay.
So if he wants to use it, I don't care who wants to use it. My objective is just to make sure people are informed. Those people who can't come can hear it.
Yes.
Other than that, I have no other agenda. Right. I know. But I'm just saying because people always think stuff like
because they
I
always
really
feel like
don't.
people
I don't get paid a dime.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah. So I just do it because I gotta do something. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do something. I don't know what else to do. I'm an educator.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
No, that's it.
Listen, that's it. So yeah, I don't mind. It's up to you.
No, because
you know where it is.
Because he wanted to reach out. Because he wanted to reach out. Because he came.
And like I said, we don't have to always agree, but we do need the numbers.
Exactly. We need the numbers.
And as long as like I got a daughter who really gets on my nerves. My youngest one. She's ridiculous, but I love her.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
Do it all.
Right. So Oscar, you know, we gotta love him.
Yes.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Cory, he's kind of like the enemy.
Right. Yeah. Yes, he is. But but I think.
And I don't have. I'm supposed to love him, but God got to work with me on that.
Right. No.
As a person, he's included in the prayers where I say God bless everyone. But other than that, I think if you're out to hurt me,
and your main talk,
then I'm going to keep you away from me.
Definitely.
I want to keep you away from me.
I keep someone that's going to bite me away from me.
Right. I'm not gonna reach out and touch you.
Exactly.
That's all. Right. How are you? Good.
No.
Now I parked in the parking lot, so I guess I got paid $12 because I ain't feel like running out feeding the meter. Okay. Let me ask. So. Yeah. Once I get him up.
I know. I just wish YouTube didn't charge for over 15 minutes because with YouTube you get a lot more views.
Right. They charge for over 15 minutes?
I think so. I don't know how much. No, you may have to have an account or something. I don't know how much.
Oh yeah, they never charged me anything.
No, because yours was under 15. Have you?
I put up 30 minutes, 20 minutes, yeah.
So maybe try it because they want.
But I let them commercialize it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. This is the only thing a commercial gonna come on beforehand.
No, because Michelle Morgan told me that, you know, if you get a certain amount of hits or something, then they will send you something.
Yeah.
They ain't never sent me a dime yet. And I got over 10,000 views on that Four Principles one.
But you know, no, because you have to get more subscribers. Like, people can subscribe to your channel, and you got to put more of your videos up, and then tag it on YouTube.
You got to explain that to me.
I explain it.
Because I don't know
I'm going to be her. I'm going to be the manager.
I know
Yes,
that.
she got to manage.
Frida be all over. I be like, yeah, thank you, Frida. I needed to hear that.
Because like I was telling them, sometimes people aren't there, so I just put it up so people who can't come can see. So then they, you know, because they have lives, we all have lives. My kids are grown, and I just kind of given up on mine.
On Tuesday.
We don't know yet. We don't have a
No.
location.
How you gonna let people know?
Let me ask. Do they do anything about parking?
Okay, y'all gonna do Facebook and then?
Yeah, I do Facebook.
Well, then
Do they do anything about parking? Y'all don't do the parking, right? I just thought I asked. Okay, I got it. Excuse me. How are you? Good.
I see a lot of your videos.
Oh, see? Thank you. I just put them up. So you all having a press conference?
Yes, we're gonna have it
Tuesday.
Dolores Lemons Gresham, and then when
Okay.
you hit it up, then I'll save it.
All
and
right.
I'll be able to get it.
Okay. Now, you're my friend on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna.
Are you my friend? Yeah. Okay. I don't even know. It's like 1,600 now. I think it's just the videos.
I'm the Mary J girl.
Yes. And then some people have the different names, you know.
No, I put my full name on there. It's like you.
I do. How are you?
Freedom. I ain't afraid of nothing.
That's what I told him. I tell the VP, keep coming up and talking to them. I said, you know what?
Cam,
He's
you ever mess
talking
with me? I'll
about
take
this
her
and how it
ass
is. Listen, I'm like, I'm not scared.
But see, that's the
And I
thing
see
is,
y'all messing with me.
Yeah, and you know what? You're doing just what you're supposed to.
What you messing with me for?
You got to tell them.
What, you gonna fire me for taking pictures at a public meeting? Really? Really? Do you really want me to spend my life savings on a lawyer?
And just like when they did those principles and civil rights. Number one is when I punch out of my job.
That's my life.
Kiss my ass.
That's right.
And I'm a
That's my
taxpayer
life.
in the city of Newark.
Right. And everybody's sitting around like they scared. Hi, Leah.
Young ones.
Wait a minute, it's on record. Hold on. Why?